Hello, welcome to a special doblu.com review. Obviously, you are not looking at a Blu-ray. It's just sort of one of those things I picked up and said, man, I should do a review of this thing, because I doubt many people are going to give it much attention. This is a Martian war machine from the 1953 War of the Worlds. Of course, it's not original or anything. It's a replica. It comes from Pegasus Hobbies, a small company. They sell this as a model kit, a complete kit, which is what you're looking at here, pre-painted. And they also have a separate little diorama scale with a couple of tanks and the laser beams flying out of the ship's top there. This is a cool piece. This is the first piece of memorabilia ever released for this film, and it's one of my favorite movies ever. So the instant I saw this thing, I had to have it. It's $35 on their website. I did find one on eBay for $30, but after shipping, you're going to pay the same anyway. It looks great. It really does. Obviously, it's extremely, extremely reflective copper. It's definitely not this bright in the movie, but I don't know if the original Technicolor prints were. I've never seen one. I've only seen the Eastman color, which is what you've got on all the DVDs released of the film. Obviously, it's perfect. The head does swivel. It does go side to side. You can change it however you want. Very fingerprint receptive, for lack of a better term. You get a base with the classic War of the Worlds logo. Of course, you can remove it if you so choose. Pretty basic little plastic base. Underneath, you will see, obviously, the 3 spots where the tripod were supposed to come out, but in the film they ended up cutting that feature for whatever reason. It's hollow. It's cheap. It's light. Maybe a pound at the absolute most. So it's not the most well-made thing in the world, but again, it's the only piece of memorabilia for this film. So if you're a fan of this thing and, you want something to remember it by, this is a great way to do it. Personally, for the price, this thing should light up. It should make a sound. It should do something. They even have, the little, I don't even know what you call it, a visor, I guess, or beam. It's clear, it's plastic, and it probably is never going to show up on camera. I can even barely see it here, but it kind of has like the red textured, styled inner spot to it, and it doesn't do anything. It should light up. It should do something. I don't know. For $35, the head does not bend. It's always stuck in this curved position, but it always was in the movie too. In the movie, it did come down a little bit when they were getting wiped out at the end of the film. Base is a little difficult to get on. I'm actually not going to take it off for this review, but getting this on here was a real pain. The 2 pegs it goes into are like just off by 1/4 of an inch. It could just be mine. I don't know if it's a manufacturing error or something, but I can assure you I nearly broke this thing getting it out. I'm surprised I didn't scratch. Oh, I did scratch it. You can kind of just see it right there. Whoops, right there where I scratched it trying to get it in there, and it just kind of slid forward. Real pain to get in there. But it's a cool piece. I mean, if you're a fan of this movie, I say absolutely go for it. 30, God, see, it doesn't stick. It's really not a bad price, considering, it's the only way to get anything related to this film. It's amazing it's taken this long for such a classic. Hopefully Pegasus Hobbies gets some other 50s sci-fi stuff going, because really there's not a whole lot out there for that entire genre. Some of the Ray Harryhausen stuff has some action figures. Excuse me. Various other smaller films. This Island Earth, I believe, has a couple pieces, but really odd little genre of collectibles that doesn't get enough credit. And this is one of the first. I recommend it if you're a fan, but be aware it's not the most well-made or well-built product on the planet. Again, small company, I guess. What do you expect? So, visit doblu.com. Lots of Blu-ray reviews. Unfortunately, not the 53 version of War of the Worlds, since that's not out yet. But we have plenty of other stuff for you to look at. Give us a look. Leave a comment. Subscribe. Blah, blah, blah. And we will talk to you later.